Greetings and welcome to another edition of Ask Ben, the wisdom and witticisms of Benjamin Franklin. Well, since our last time together, our mailbag has been bursting at the seams. For example, I have a letter here from a Mr. Horace Gleason of Paterson, New Jersey. Now, Mr. Gleason writes, Dear Ben, I am thinking about buying a house in Ohio. Do you think it is a good idea in today's real estate market? Ohio territory? Well, Mr. Gleason, I most certainly do. As a matter of fact, I once speculated in some western land myself before the Revolution, as did your president, George Washington. You see, the British, our overlords, wanted to keep us hemmed in on the coast where they could control us better. And they established an imaginary boundary line called the Proclamation Line, which forbid settlement west of the Appalachian Mountains. Now, of course, after the Revolution was won, and we negotiated the Treaty of Paris, which I was there as one of the commissioners, of course, in Paris, helping to draft the treaty. And now we are free to expand beyond the coast, beyond the Appalachian Mountains. As a matter of fact, here is a painting by the renowned and famous artist Benjamin West of the Paris Peace Commissioners, painted the commission was in 1783. And here you have on your left, my right, you have standing John Jay, seated John Adams, and next to Mr. Adams is yours truly, and standing behind me is Henry Lawrence, and seated next to me also is William Temple Franklin, my grandson, who was there operating as unofficial secretary. He did a very good job, I might add, my grandson did. And as you can see, there are no peace commissioners. Do you see any delegates from the British to the Peace Commission? No, they were so humiliated, and we having won our independence, that they didn't sit for the portrait. They didn't show up. So, but the unfinished painting speaks volumes. It speaks more than if they had actually posed for the portrait. So, Mr. Gleason, in answer to your question, my advice to you is to, Horace, go west, young man. And as the Bible says, the book of Genesis, fill and subdue the earth. It's a biblical mandate. And now you're free to go to the Ohio territory as far west as you like as the Mississippi River. So, that's, hope that answers your question, Mr. Gleason. Now, let's see. Here is another letter we have. Let's see. I can read that one. How about this one? A Mr. Tom Collins of Lynchburg, Tennessee writes, Dear Ben, should I ask my girlfriend to marry me even though I am currently unemployed? Well, Tom, my advice to you is to wait until you are again gainfully employed to pop the question. Let's not put the cart before the horse. I don't think that's one of mine. I probably borrowed it. But regardless, Tom, in other words, get a job. Yes, and then proceed, and may Providence add his blessing to your sacred union. But it's kind of important to be gainfully employed before the marriage and during. So, the printing trade, I did pretty well and myself in that field. So you might take a look, see if there's any job openings in that field. But I would add a couple words of advice, or Poor Richard adds, before the marriage, keep your eyes wide open, and after, keep them half shut. It's a good idea. And here's another. One good husband is worth two wives, two good wives, for the simple reason the scarcer things are, the more they're valued. Think about it. Okay, well, I hope we've helped there. We've helped Mr. Tom Collins with his question. Here we have, let's see, another. Ooh, okay, a Mr. Joe E. Johnston from Fairbanks, Alaska. And Mr. Johnston writes, Dear Ben, my sister-in-law and her husband are coming for a visit. How can I discourage them from coming without making my wife mad? Well, Joe, that's a tough one. I feel your pain. Let's hope your sister-in-law and your wife aren't watching. As poor Richard says, as you probably heard, Richard Saunders says, fish and visitors stink after 3 days. You've probably heard that one. Of course, if you live in a cold climate like Alaska, you should probably be able to endure their visit for much longer than, say, the average person here in the lower 48. But, of course, you have to remember, Joe, to be kind. Be kind. Honey will catch more flies than vinegar. Excuse me. Honey will catch more flies than vinegar. Just remember to keep your mouth shut, Joe, and it'll be all over before you know it. You can do it. Well, I'm afraid that's all we have time for on Ask Ben. Remember to keep those cards and letters coming. And if you feel so inclined, shoot me an email at bcarlton@gcls.org. That's bcarlton@gcls.org. And we'll attempt to answer your questions. And, well, that's all we have. So until next time, farewell.